a heartwarming friendship story that shook the world. Should he be punished? The K-pop world was recently shaken by a deeply emotional story. Kim Taehyung, better known as BTS V, reportedly left his military post without permission to visit his best friend, Jungkook, who was hospitalized due to food poisoning. This news quickly spread, leaving ARMY, BTS devoted fandom, both moved and outraged. How could an act of pure friendship result in disciplinary action? For over a decade, V and Jungkook have stood side by side, pursuing their dreams and creating unforgettable memories as part of BTS. But is the military's discipline so rigid that it leaves no room for humanity? Should caring for a friend come at the cost of punishment? Let's dive deeper into this touching story. This incident began when Jungkook's health took a sudden turn for the worse during his military service. Sources from his military barracks revealed that the BTS magne suffered from severe vomiting, cold sweats, and dizziness to the point of nearly losing consciousness. He looked extremely pale and weak, said an eyewitness who was present at the scene. We all panicked and immediately called for medical assistance. Jungkook was rushed to the military hospital for urgent treatment. News of his condition quickly spread within the military, and it didn't take long for Kim Taehyung to hear about it. Upon hearing about Jungkook's condition, V became extremely anxious. While carrying out his duties at his military post, he desperately tried to gather more information about his best friend's health. He made several attempts to contact the hospital and requested permission to leave his post to visit Jungkook. However, under South Korea's strict military system, such requests are not easily granted. He kept asking, "How is he? Is he conscious? Does he need someone by his side?" Revealed a source familiar with V's situation. Unfortunately, his superiors denied his request, stating that Jungkook's condition was not classified as a life-threatening emergency that warranted an immediate leave. But could V just sit back and do nothing? Faced with an impossible situation, V made a shocking decision. He left his post without official permission. Reports suggest that V discreetly left his military unit to visit Jungkook in the hospital. This was a direct violation of military protocol, but to V, friendship was far more important than a rule written on paper. Upon arriving at the hospital, V rushed to Jungkook's room. The moment they reunited was deeply emotional. Jungkook, still weak and lying in bed with M4 in his hand, gazed at his best friend with teary eyes. "Hyung, you came." Jungkook's voice was faint but filled with warmth. V couldn't hold back his tears. He held Jungkook's hand tightly, ensuring that his younger brother was okay. However, their moment of reunion was short-lived. Soon after, military authorities discovered V's absence and immediately escorted him back to his base. Following this incident, V was summoned for an internal investigation. According to South Korea's military law, leaving one's post without permission is a violation that could lead to disciplinary action. Possible punishments included temporary suspension or even reassignment to another unit under stricter supervision. However, this decision sparked massive backlash. BTS fans, known for their strong sense of solidarity, immediately protested. They argued that V's actions were not an act of defiance, but a pure expression of love and care for his best friend. How can someone be punished just for caring about their sick friend? One ARMY tweeted. The hashtag #JusticeForV quickly trended across various social media platforms, with hundreds of thousands of posts demanding that the military reconsider its decision. Meanwhile, Jungkook himself was reportedly devastated upon learning that V had been punished for visiting him. Sources claim that after hearing the news, Jungkook broke down in tears and repeatedly begged for his friend not to be blamed. "I don't want him to be punished just because he came to see me," Jungkook reportedly said in an emotional state. Not only Jungkook, but other BTS members such as RM and Jin also shared their thoughts on the matter. Jin, who had already completed his military service, said, "The military has strict rules, but I hope there's wisdom in enforcing them." Meanwhile, RM posted a cryptic message on Weverse writing, "Some things are bigger than just rules." Fans immediately interpreted this as a sign of support for V. ARMY didn't stay silent. They quickly launched an online petition urging military authorities to reconsider V's punishment. Within hours, The petition had gathered tens of thousands of signatures. Even international media outlets began covering the story, questioning whether South Korea's military system was too rigid when handling cases involving genuine human compassion. If soldiers can be granted leave for personal matters, why not for visiting a seriously ill friend? Asked a military analyst in a Korean news article, as of now. Military officials have yet to release an official statement regarding the possibility of reducing V's punishment. However, public pressure continues to grow, and many hope that this case will be resolved fairly. Meanwhile, Jungkook's condition has reportedly improved, and he has been discharged from the hospital. But the biggest question remains. Army around the world continues to wait for further developments, hoping that true friendship will not be punished and that kindness will always have a place in this world. In today's digital era, where information spreads within seconds, distinguishing between fact and fiction is increasingly difficult. Multiple media outlets have reported that V left his military post without permission to visit Jungkook, who was hospitalized due to food poisoning. However, as of now, neither the South Korean military nor BTS agency, HYB, has released an official statement confirming the validity of this news. Are we witnessing a genuine, emotional moment? Or is this just a well-crafted strategy to stir up public interest? Let's take a closer look at the facts and analyze the situation. One of the most questionable aspects of this story is the lack of solid proof supporting these claims. So far, there are no photos or videos showing Jungkook in a hospital or V leaving his military post unauthorized. Even more suspiciously, HYB and BTS have remained completely silent about the situation. Normally, if a major issue involves a BTS member, the agency quickly releases a statement to prevent misinformation from spreading. Everything about this story feels like it was carefully designed to pull at the heartstrings of fans. Emotional stories spread quickly, and media outlets know that highly dramatic narratives attract more engagement. The South Korean military is known for its strict discipline and enforcement of rules. Even celebrities undergoing mandatory service are not given special treatment. If V truly left his post without permission, an official punishment should have already been announced. Normally, such violations would be documented in a military report and made public. Yet, so far, no official records of disciplinary action against V have surfaced. As one of the biggest entertainment agencies in South Korea, HYB usually responds swiftly to rumors involving their artists. However, in this case, they have chosen to stay silent. Typically, when false rumors spread, agencies issue statements to clarify the truth and prevent unnecessary confusion. But this time, they have allowed speculation to grow unchecked. Does this reflect the real friendship between BTS members? Or is it just another internet hoax? Share your thoughts in the comments below.